Hey, how about this one? What if I want to work on our relationship and my partner doesn't? Terry, is there hope? Man, I can't tell you how many times I get this one. I mean, both partners coming in hand saying we need to work on the relationship equally is actually not the way it most often goes. One person is more dissatisfied. How willing is the other one to work on things? Well, it really varies. How do you stand on that? It depends on how much work your work needs to be. Look, if you've got a B+ relationship, but your partner maybe needs a little help sharing his or her emotions, but they're good people and you're good partners and you love each other and they're compassionate when you share yours, and they don't want to change that, but you desperately do. How much do you do? I don't know. If you're in a D- relationship where you never talk to each other, your partner's completely shut down, it's all transactional, or you wish they had better boundaries because they don't contain themselves, they fly into rages, or they're controlling, or they make promises and then break them, and all this sort of selfish, boundaryless stuff, then yeah, you're in the shitter and you don't have much choice but to say we've got to work on things. So is there hope if I want to work and my partner doesn't? Well, the first order of business is it depends on where you are on the spectrum of livable and unlivable in your relationship. Okay, but let's say you're somewhere in the middle. What do I do? Well, the first thing you want to do is rock the boat. Look, there's some work that needs to be done. Don't talk in generalities that'll just scare the hell out of your partner. I have no idea what you're talking about. Be specific. There's some changes that I would like to see in our relationship. For example, I'd like to see us bicker less. I'd like to feel like there's more spontaneity and passion. I would like more laughter. I would like more communication. Whatever it is, be specific. 2, be positive, not negative. Don't tell your partner what they're doing wrong. That's the mistake that everybody makes. You will not motivate somebody to do it better by complaining about what they're doing wrong. You don't treat dogs that way. You don't try and train a pet that way. Be kind to the human you're living with. Honey, you're doing a good job. I know you love me. I know you want to please me. It could work better. Not even this isn't working. This could work better. Let me teach you how to do it this way instead of that way. If you'd be willing, let's give it a try, and I'll work with you. I'll work with you. What a revolution that is. I'm not standing on one end of a chasm, sticking my finger across the vast divide in your face and going, you really suck at what? No. We're a team. This is what I would like more of. Let's work together and see how we can make that happen. That's skill, and that's the sort of way of speaking. I call it loving power, where you stand up for yourself, assert what you need, and do it in a way that's loving the relationship and loving your partner in the same breath. Virtually everybody I work with and virtually everybody listening to this today needs to learn how to do that. In our culture, you can either be connected, accommodating, feminine, quote unquote, or you can be assertive, independent, powerful, quote unquote, masculine. But power is power over under patriarchy, which is what we all live in, not power with. So when you step into power, you step into what I call individual empowerment, whether it's a codependent 12-step sponsor urging you on, or an individual therapist, mom, dad, men's group, your pals. I wouldn't put up with that if I was you. Any self-respecting person. No. Change the energy. Be powerful and cherish your partner in the same breath. Honey, I know you love me. This would work better for me than that. As a favor to me, would you be willing to? Now that's how you try and get more of what you want in your relationship. And what does that mean? My partner doesn't want to work on the relationship. Well, ask for something specific in that skilled way, and then see if they're really unwilling to lift a finger to change their behaviors. Because if they are willing to lift a finger, if they are willing to put the toilet seat down, or drive more conservatively, or speak less harshly and more lovingly, be less critical and more appreciative, clean up after them, whatever the hell it is you want. If they're willing to make an effort to try and be more pleasing to you, well, guess what? That is working on the relationship. They don't have to read my damn books to work on their relationship. They have to listen to you and make a little effort to try and make your life a little more pleasing. In other words, they need to be a good partner, a good family man or woman or non-binary person. That's what I mean by working on a relationship. Do you want to take a course? Do you want to read us? Do you want to listen to this YouTube? Well, you do. As my darling Belinda would say, that's one of you. Does your partner? Not necessarily. Rather than fight them about whether they're going to learn about relationality and relational skills, which would be ideal, why don't you put it to the test and see if you can make requests in the skilled way that you're now learning, and if you can get more of what you want out of the son of a gun. So now, in terms of inviting your partner to really come on board with you and not just respond to some of your new skilled behavior, but learn a few skills themselves, share the language, share the map. Man, that is ideal. That's what I call being partners in recovery. By the way, when I talk about recovery, I don't mean addictions recovery, although that could be part of it. I mean a relational recovery, recovering real intimacy with yourself and others in the world. You want, ideally, to share the same language and be working on the same skills, have the same tools, and you can do that. You can come on line. I've got lots of stuff for you to learn and for your partner to learn. What's the best way to invite them to do that? You do that. You do that. Share with your partner what you're learning about yourself. Hey, honey, listen, there's this thing called the relationship grid. You can be one up and boundaryless, one down and boundaryless, one down and walled off, one up and walled off. You know what I figured out about myself? Even though in my mind I'm a big victim, when you walk off and leave me or shut down and don't talk to me, I feel like a big victim. But when I'm yelling and screaming at you for what a cut-off son of a gun you are, I'm actually one up and boundaryless. I'm entitled, superior, controlling, retaliatory. I am so sorry. When I'm in that place, I just, I really just feel like you deserve it. It's awful. That's not the best part of me. Isn't that cool that hey, look, where do you think you are on the grid, by the way? You want to play a game? That's how you do it. Lead with what you're learning. Lead with the work you're doing, and then see if you can elicit a little curiosity with a light touch. They know that you're trying to induct them into this new way they know what you're up to. Keep it light and don't pressure. Best way to invite your partner to do their work, do yours and show it to them. This is Terry Real. I want to invite you to my live workshop Wednesday, December 10th. Should I stay or should I go? If after I do these lovely skills and I drag the son of a gun to a therapist and still I'm not getting everything that I want, how do I evaluate that? How do I know that I'm getting enough or not? Come to the December 10th workshop and discuss. I hope to see you there.